Hi, I'm Justin Barber, professional paint contractor. In this video, we'll take a look at how to use Benjamin Moore's exterior wood prep products: Remove, Restore, Brighten, and Clean. First, let's take a look at Remove and see how to strip off old finish and prepare a deck for stain. Before you begin, make sure you have gloves and goggles ready. You don't want to get Remove on your skin. You'll also need a pump sprayer, a stiff bristled scrub brush, a bucket, a garden hose, and plastic if you need to mask off the bottom of your house like I did here. Before you start, spray surrounding plants with water. Remove's concentrated, so follow the instructions on the container and mix appropriately. You can apply Remove with a pump sprayer, roller, or brush. I'm using a pump sprayer here so I can cover a lot of area easily and fast. Let the remover sit on your wood surface for 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how tough the old finish is. You might need to re-wet it to keep the remover working. If Remove dries out, it won't strip all the old stuff. Once the remover has visibly broken down the old finish like this, and you can see it working, scrub the wood with a stiff bristle brush following the grain of each piece. Don't damage the wood grain by scrubbing in a bunch of directions. Once you've stripped all the old finish, rinse off the remover with the garden hose. The final step before staining is to wash it with a rinse of Brighten to neutralize the remover. This also lightens the wood and prepares it to take stain. After using any stain prep product, you want to give your deck a few days dry time before applying stain. Now, if you need to fix up old gray wood, the prep product you want to use is Restore. Before you begin, make sure you have a dust mask, gloves, and goggles ready. You don't want to get Restore on your skin. You'll also need a stiff bristled scrub brush, a bucket, a garden hose, a pump sprayer, and plastic if you need to mask off the bottom of your house like I did here. Restore is concentrated, so follow the instructions on the label and mix appropriately. In this case, I'm going to mix a strong batch since this deck's pretty gray. But don't mix it too strong or you might get uneven brightening in spots. It's easy to avoid uneven brightening by first wetting down your deck. This will help spread Restore evenly over the surface. Also, protect nearby grass or vegetation by hosing it down with water. You can apply Restore with a pump sprayer, roller, or a brush. I'm using a pump sprayer here to cover more area quickly, and it'll make my job a lot easier, especially along the deck rail. Let Restore stand for several minutes. You'll be able to see the wood transform almost right away. As it works, Restore tends to darken weathered wood. But don't worry about that, because Brightener removes the black spots and brings back the natural wood look. Once you've let Restore work for a few minutes, scrub the wood with a stiff bristled brush, following the grain of each piece. Don't damage the wood by scrubbing in different directions. Start with the floor first, removing the gray wood layer before moving on to the rail. Use the pole brush for big areas, then go to a handheld scrub brush for tight spots. Once you've removed all the gray, rinse off Restore with a garden hose. You can also use a pressure washer to speed things up. Next, clean out your pump sprayer. Make sure you run water through the line by giving it a few quick sprays of water. The final step before staining is to wash the wood with a rinse of Brighten. This neutralizes Restore, removes black marks, and brings back the natural look of the wood. Brighten's also good for removing mill glaze from new wood. Stubborn areas might require a few extra hits with the brush. Now just let it dry for a few days, give it a light sanding, and you're ready to stain. Benjamin Moore's Clean is a really versatile product you want to have in your arsenal. Whether you're maintaining your fence between stain applications or just keeping your deck looking good, Clean is great for removing mildew, mold, dirt, and other contaminants that build up on exterior wood surfaces. It's easy to apply. Before you begin, make sure you have gloves, a dust mask, and goggles ready. You don't want to get clean on your skin. You'll also need a stiff bristled scrub brush, a garden hose with a nozzle, a pump sprayer, and optionally, a pressure washer. Clean's concentrated, so follow the instructions on the container and mix appropriately. Protect nearby grass and vegetation by hosing it down with water. You can apply Clean with a roller or a brush, but a pump sprayer is the easiest way to go since it'll help you cover a lot of area quickly. Just spray the entire surface, then let it do its job. Once you've let Clean work for a few minutes, scrub your deck with a stiff bristled brush, following the grain of each piece. After you've removed all contaminants, rinse off Clean with a garden hose. If your deck's really dirty or dirt, lichens, or mold have built up in hard-to-reach cracks, you can also rinse it with a pressure washer. Make sure to use a wide-angle tip so you don't damage your wood surface. Once you're done cleaning your deck, let it dry out thoroughly before moving on to stain. Wait at least 48 hours. As you can see, Benjamin Moore has done an outstanding job in creating prep products that allow you to offer many stain options to your customers. Should you need to review the process of using any of them, or if you want to see more paint and stain videos, be sure and go to benjaminmoore.com.